Hey everybody, this is Paul. I'm doing a quick handy dandy how to do stuff at your house video. So this is a Samsung dryer. It's in my laundry room here. As you can see, it's taken apart at the moment. It's one of these, and it's a front loading dryer. As you can see, I'll try and label this video so people can find it. So what sometimes happens with these Samsung dryers is the lint trap is if you don't clean it perfectly, and somebody over at Samsung decided to make a lint trap where not only can lint get caught up here at the top, it can also get caught in this little plastic thing down here. So somebody thought this was a good design. So what happens is if you don't clean that out enough, and apparently my wife hasn't been cleaning that out, but it kind of falls on me too, of course. So it'll get clogged up, and then what'll happen is when you go to insert it, what will happen is like it's supposed to insert perfectly in line right there. If your lint trap is not inserting in line right there, you're going to notice a problem is about to start. But also there's another problem. And this is the way that Samsung designed this. So you see this down here? That gap right there? This happens over time. As you can see, it starts off pretty nice and then it starts doing something like this. What's supposed to happen is it's supposed to stay tight like that. But over time, it starts to loosen up, which allows lint to get behind it. So what happens was over time, where's the little guy at? Where's the little guy at? This guy goes down here like this. So there's the fan right there that it's supposed to shoot this all out, basically out the back of your house. It's supposed to shoot the air. See how it spins right there? I'll show you what's caught in there. So this is how this is supposed to sit, and everything's supposed to sit great. What happens is lint gets around this filter and it gets into this guy. You see how it's kind of built up in there? What happens is instead of the lint filter sitting down, as you see it right there, it starts doing this over time. Well, the problem is the way that lint filters work is that once they start doing that, or at least on this Samsung one, I've never had this with a previous dryer, is this happens. And then, if you notice, can't turn this at all. Well, that's simply caused by my little buddy right here, Mr. Handy Dandy Rag. And as you can see, when I pull Mr. Handy Dandy Rag out of there, all of a sudden, see how it spins now? Perfectly fine. So how did I get to this point? Extremely simple. On the back of your dryer, in this area right here, right down there, there are two things that look just like this. You remove these two, and what that will do for you is that will allow you to pull the top off. The top comes off very easily. Just kind of shake it a little bit, it pulls off. Be careful, there's obviously wires attached to this, so you just shift it back a little. And then what happens is you will see this part, the front, attached to the front right here. There's 3 screws, 1, 2, and then 3. And there's little clips right here. You can see the little clips. You can't pull it off yet. Don't try to pull it off, right? You'll bend it. When you open the door, there's a screw there, there's a screw there, and there's a screw there. As soon as you remove that, this little front piece comes off. Like I said, be careful because there's a wire. There's a sensor attached right there, I believe. And once that comes off, you will see this attached in the front as such. It will be attached underneath there like so. There's 3 screws, one there, one there. You can see them right here. That's where they're at. And then you can slide this down as such, and then you will probably see in this area something clogged in there. I've had pencils. I've had weird things make their way into this little filter down here. And it's all because of the way that this area tends to get clogged up. And the most obvious sign that you have this problem is this. This is not spinning. So this is not spinning at all. Or if you notice this, instead of it sitting flat like this, you start noticing this. You can't close it. And then it actually gets to the point where you really can't even close the door anymore because it gets so far up. So the easiest way to fix this is to basically clean the lint trap, clean the inside of this guy here, and then make sure that it lines up. And then basically reverse your steps. You would put the screws back in here, reposition the door. So you see there's little things at the door sits on here. I gotta clean this out too. But the door sits on top of this. You can see little pieces of plastic right there. And then you reposition this with the screws. Boom, boom, boom. And then you would put these brackets back on the back here, these brackets there. Put those back on the back. And then should be good to go. And then just make sure you clean that lint trap really good, because guess what, Samsung dryers, that can lead to some very major issues. So hopefully this helps. Leave a comment or whatever. If your Samsung dryer is under warranty, use the warranty and try and get the guy to come out to your house to do this, obviously, because they literally do the exact same thing, but they do it, they write it all up and they don't charge you, I think. So if you have the warranty, use that. But if you don't have the warranty, this is pretty much what you do. Whenever it's something this simple, I think. But let me, leave a comment if you have any questions or whatever. I'm just going to go proceed to get the cleaning out the dryer lint trap now and then putting it back together. Thank you so much. Bye.